And here we go with the third Catalyst character in a row. More importantly, they just released a Nemo Catalyst on the last patch. And we got another Anemo Catalyst. And she will come directly to standard banner when her banner ends. Oh wow, you don't want to sell your game, right, Hoyo? But anyway, this is Yumemizuki Mizuki guide. This is very weird. So many names from my hometown has similar repeating names. So I will call her Mizuki from now, because repeating her name isn't that great for the time being. Mizuki is an anemo character with Catalyst as her weapon of choice. She can boost Swirl and has a bit of healing. Also, she is an on-field unit, but you cannot do normal attack or charge attack during the on-field time. So by the way, her normal attack is just basic anemo damage, and so is charge attack and plunge attack, but that is not important at all, because her skill, she can levitate and move around, dealing periodical anemo bomb to Swirl enemies. And during the skill, Swirl damage dealt to enemies are buffed by portion of her EM, lasts for 5 seconds with 15 seconds cooldown. She can also do dash while hovering, by the way. And now, the burst anemo area damage pull enemies and summons mini Baku, throwing one bomb at a time. And when it pick, if your on-field HP is above 70%, the bomb will explode and deals anemo damage similar to that skill. But if the on-field HP is below 70%, it will heal the on-fielder based on her EM. 12 seconds duration and 15 seconds cooldown. Now the passive. Increase E duration by 2.5 seconds for every time she deals Swirl while on her E, up to 2 times, so total E duration is 10 seconds. Secondly, on E state, teammate deals Pyro, Electro, Hydro or Cryo damage, Mizuki will gain 100 EM. Lastly, exploration passive. If your party member eats healing food, there is a chance it will heal more. The higher the friendship the character has, the chance is higher, and it always trigger for Traveler or 10 friendship level. And how to play this unit? Simply burst and skill and flying around enemies. Ideally you want more than one enemy, so the Swirl can trigger chain reactions. And you have another unit doing their off-field skill or burst, and also burst is optional. Just go for every other rotation if you don't have high energy recharge on your Mizuki or you're bringing yourself another healer. That's it on how to play, and we come to the weapon option. And speaking of weapon option, we have plenty. Number 1 is Sunny Morning Slabin, the signature, and remember guys, this is a signature weapon for soon to be standard character, so you won't get a chance to obtain this weapon in the foreseeable future. The effect is you can gain up to 248 EM from passive effect, and it is a huge buff, higher than any other options, like Star Colored Watch, the Settlari signature with 100 EM bonus, and Thousands Floating Dream, the Nahida signature with 40 EM for the team. And I don't think anyone can make something out of this weapon entire kit, so only get this if you really like Mizuki. Then for the free to play options, we got Magic Guide is not that bad for a 3-star weapon, only if you go with Electro-Charged team. And the same deal with Hakushin Ring, Inazuma is the Electro-Charged team. These two weapons are so good for Mizuki. And then the not so free options include Favonius Codex, Sacrificial Fragments, and Wandering Even Star. Favonius so you can burst for every rotation, same deal with Sac Frag, and Wandering Even Star to buff your teammate even more. There are so many options, just pick what you have. Speaking of so many options, we don't have so many options for artifact. We only have Viridescent Veneer with 60% more Swirl damage and Shredding Elementals for the Swirl. Very strong and nothing can top this. And for the main stat, going all EM is the logical option, but you can also pick your sense and crit rate circlet only if you know what you are doing. And your substat, EM for more Swirl damage and ER for more burst, and crit rate only if you have Favonius equipped. Well, that was easy, but we have the next section, Constellation, and surely you will get some after losing your 50-50, right? Constellation 1 has a weird wording, so let me simplify. When floating, her Swirl damage can be increased by you'll have 100% over EM for every 3.5 seconds. Constellation 2, every 0.04% of our EM will increases all party hydro, pyro, cryo, and electro damage, just like Kazuha did. Constellation 3, skill level up. Constellation 4, the bomb spawned by burst will ignore the 70% HP requirement, so you will get heal and also damage. And also when Mizuki collects it, it restores 5 energy up to 4 times per burst. Constellation 5, burst level up. Constellation 6, Swirl can crit, 30% crit rate and 100% crit damage, and this is fixed so you cannot increase it, or maybe decrease it like Kokomi. And the question is, Constellation 1 or weapon? I will say the weapon, not only because the meta perspective, also you will not have a chance to get the weapon because Mizuki will go to the standard weapon wish lineup and will rarely join the limited even wish again, including the weapon. But you can get her Constellation a chance at least if you lose your 50-50. And it is nice to have Constellation too, but generally I won't recommend you even to pull Mizuki because she is not even an upgrade from C6 to Cruise. Save up for the collective of Plantis unit is a right way to do. Next one, the team synergy. She's an on-field swirl unit, so bring yourself an on-field unit that can swirl and preferably electro and hydro. Hydro unit like Ororon, Yumiko, Kuki, Shinobu, and Visual is a good candidate. And remember my Ororon guide, he's better at Electro-Charged team than Visual. And is just there, like doing stuff. For Hydro unit, we have many Hydro unit with normal tech trigger like Xingqiu and Yelan does won't work with Mizuki, so the options are Furina, Kokomi, and Candice. Sichuan can also work, but her Hydro application is not that high, and Candice only works on C6. For another element, we can have Freeze team here, so the notable cryo units are Senha, Kia, and Rosaria. I guess Citlali and Charlotte can do, depends on what team you have. And Pyro of Wild unit, well, if you insist, Mafuika, Xialing, and Toma, Deya can also do, but really, she's better on Electro-Charged team, so skip it. Well, we only 1 week on having Mizuki, so I guess there will be more team to come, like Hyper Bloom or Burn Melt, which is weird to think about, but anyway, team example, or Electro-Charged team, Mizuki, Ororon, Furina, and Visual. Or if you want to have Nahida, you can do Hyper Bloom, but it will not be as consistent since your Ororon can trigger it. Remember my Koki Shinobi guide? Yeah, nobody watched it. But there I explained why you should not bring Anemo unit to Hyper Bloom party. Just go with Electro-Charged guys, she is good at it. And this is the end of the script. Overall, you should not get her if you have like Haizo or Sucrose already. But you know, we also have Sayu filling the Anemo Swirl unit. And Electro-Charged is not that great right now, at least at the time making of this video, even after the buff. And you can accidentally get her from losing your 50-50 out of 5.4. But if you like her, just get her. I pulled her only to complete my Inazuma lineups. I won't using her much after this match, you know, the Abyss and Imaginarium Theater. But maybe I'm going to use her on Imaginarium Theater, we'll see. And the drip marketing is later than usual, so better save up for future units. You know, you have 21 days to decide if you want to pull one character, so don't be rushed, okay? We also have plenty of good units in the future, so saving up is a better way. Thanks for watching and see you in Aisa Bathhouse.